So this is just absolutely the craziest story that you have ever seen. Uh, I mean, really, honestly, it kind of reminds me of kids out on the playground. But then on the other back end, from like a logical welcome to the planet Earth and reality perspective, it's kind of like, yeah, and I mean, they offered more money. But the whole year, the United States is denying everything right off the bat. Anyways, let me start with that. These are all accusations, but just the whole story is like, what the hell? And I could kind of imagine it happening this way too. But Germany is accusing the United States of modern day piracy for seizing a shipment of medical equipment, as French officials claimed that they too were forced to fight with American buyers for millions of masks on the Chinese tarmac airport. So the United States has Germany pretty pissed off at us because they're saying that the United States came in and confiscated millions of masks that were actually designed to go to Germany. So they're not too happy with us on that. Now, these are all just allegations. The United States is absolutely refuting and saying that these allegations are completely false. On the other end, in an emergency situation like this, I could definitely kind of see this kind of happening. On Friday, German officials hit out at America for intercepting, in quotes, 200,000 masks that they'd ordered from a 3M factory in China. Yeah. China, China, China. God, are we ever going to get away from China? Are we ever going to get away from China? I don't know. As 3M is an American-owned company, the U.S. was able to confiscate the shipment of special FFP2 and FFP3 masks, which were on their way to healthcare workers battling the COVID-19 outbreak in Berlin. So basically, the United States is doing the exact same thing that China did before the outbreak in early December, before everybody knew that it was a big deal. China went and gobbled up, all the medical equipment and things like that. Let's not forget who the real bad guys are. China had started this whole damn thing. If they'd have opened their mouths and said something, we could have stomped it out right there. So, finger point, finger point, finger point, but end all the blame, I lay square at China's feet. We consider that an act of modern-day piracy, Berlin's Interior Minister Andreas Geisel blasted. Forgive me if I said that wrong. You don't treat your transatlantic partners like that. He is further quoted as saying in the Financial Times. No, you don't. But I mean, what do you do? It's an emergency situation. It's an American company. America's getting hit really hard. I mean, think about it this way. Let's say your brother makes these masks over here and an outbreak happens in your neighborhood. And your neighbor over there, who's a good friend of yours, has ordered a lot of masks, but they're all of what your brother has. And if you don't have these masks, well, then more of your family members are going to die. Aren't you going to go to your brother and say, hey, you know what? You are family. You are part of us. You should look after us first and give us the masks first. Ask yourselves, truthfully, I mean, honestly, seriously. Are you seriously looking in the camera right now saying to yourself with everybody sitting around out loud, yeah, of course I'd let my neighbors have it, but inside your head, secretly, I bet you 99.9999% of you are saying, yeah, you're damn right. Of course I'd go to my brother and say, hey, screw my neighbor. You got to give us the masks first. After we're taken care of, because we're family, man, then you can take care of me. Come on now. Honesty, right? Giselle called on Germany's government to press the U.S. to stick to international rules, while Berlin's mayor accused President Trump of lacking solidarity following the seizure of the shipment. Nothing brings out the true nature of individuals and countries like an extreme emergency situation. It's like when someone gets drunk, the real them comes out. Well, an emergency situation comes out, well, there you go. And if you want to know who your friends are, all you got to do is move. Who's going to help you move? There you go. President Trump is desperately trying to secure masks and other personal protective equipment for Americans as the national emergency stockpile depletes. Yeah, and that would be China's fault again, by the way. Early December, in fact, even late November, China was mysteriously shipping in medical supplies from all around the world, from all their warehouses, and buying up the world's medical supplies and having them all shipped back to China. And now China, come on now, I'm not going to let China forget who the bad guy really is. On Thursday, the commander-in-chief ordered 3M to manufacture more masks for the Americans as the coronavirus infection rate in the U.S. soared above 200. We're at like 260,000, 260 plus thousand now. More than 6,600 have died. Meanwhile, Germany has clocked 90,964 cases and 1,234 deaths as of Friday afternoon. Now stop. In most scenarios, most people would point out, okay, Germany doesn't look like they are as in need of these masks as the United States. The United States is topping the world right now. So wouldn't logic, right? We use logic here. Wouldn't logic also dictate that we should help that which needs the most help first? Germany looks like they're doing okay. So, I mean, just playing devil's advocate in reality. I mean, that's where it sits. We don't beat around the bush. We call it as it is. The United States has also earned the ire of France, where almost 65,000 people have tested positive and 6,500 have died. Now, France has a lower positive test rate, but a higher percentage of people have died. So that one right there kind of is like, what do you do there? What do you do there? But, of course, the United States is denying all of this. We can't let that go. We can't put this as absolute truth. They are allegations. On Thursday, according to France, U.S. buyers paid 3 times the going rate to secure a shipment of masks from China, face masks from China, that were due to be dispatched to France, 2 French officials claimed. And of course, the U.S. has denied the allegations. Paying cash to divert the air cargo to the U.S., the buyers are said to have commandeered the shipment of masks as they sat on a plane at Shanghai Airport, ready for takeoff. The order was several million. It was supposed to be going to the Grand Est region in northwest France. I don't know. What do you do, man? God dang. They're allegations. They're allegations. They're allegations. But I'll tell you what, if you're an American who had gotten one of those masks and it saved your life, I bet you wouldn't be griping one bit now, would you? Honesty. Just honesty. Just saying. Survival situations and emergency situations will bring out the true colors in people. So they're saying basically the Americans popped out, classic movie style, throwing cash around, tipping the cowboy hat, whatever typical, stereotypical American, style you want. And he said, so we really have to fight. Okay, all right. All of this is being denied by America. So these are all allegations. It could be found out later that it's not. I could see it being true, though. But God, it just reminds me of playground politics on the elementary school playground. Welcome to modern politics. Yay! Doesn't it just make you proud? Anyways, I love you guys. I love you. And I'll see you guys on the next one.